Mandazi are pillowy soft coconut donuts from East Africa. They're completely vegan and contain no yeast. They're eaten for breakfast with chai or mbazi za nazi, or beans cooked in coconut milk. My parents migrated to the UK in the 70s. Their British passports were a remnant of British colonialism and the indentured labour system. Along with citizenship, they brought with them an unwavering passion for the comfort foods from the Swahili coast. I'll teach you as they taught me all about this beautiful dish that's treasured across East Africa, from Kenya and Uganda to Tanzania, Rwanda and Burundi. To make the dough, first tip self-raising flour into a large bowl. Add ground green cardamom seeds, some sugar and salt. Mix this well using your hands and then add in some full-fat coconut milk at room temperature. Bind and knead for around 5 minutes until you have a soft and smooth dough. Once the dough is well rested, cover it with a thin layer of oil and then wrap in cling film. Let this rest for around 20 minutes. During this time, I like to prep some mbazi za nazi, which is a pigeon pea and coconut milk stew. It pairs perfectly with mandazi. It's a fantastic traditional breakfast combination. Once the dough has rested, divide the dough into 2 equal balls. Take the first one and begin to roll it out, about half a centimetre thick. You'll probably need to dust your board or work surface with some flour. I love the beautiful speckles of cardamom running through this dough. It's a very traditional way to flavour mandazi and its yeasted counterpart, mahamri. There's a huge Arab influence across East African cuisine. This likely came from Arab traders, and it dates back centuries. The long-standing tradition of infusing dishes with cardamom, saffron, cinnamon, nutmeg, and rosewater goes to show how prolific Middle Eastern flavours are in the food of the region. Once the dough has been rolled out, divide it up into quarters just like this, and repeat for the second half of the dough. You can make your mandazi as big or as small as you like. Indian communities took root in East Africa mainly from the mid-1890s, but the history of Indians in East Africa dates back centuries, long before the arrival of the British. Indian merchants had established themselves in small numbers along the Swahili coastline, and there had been long-standing trading connections between the two regions. After the abolition of slavery, the British brought indentured labourers to East Africa to build the railways, and what followed was traders and businessmen who set up sugar factories. The labourers worked hard on these plantations, processing sugar. Many of my forefathers were some of them, and this is where our love of cooking sweets began. Unlike sugary Western-style donuts, mandazi are subtly sweet. This makes them more versatile, as they can be eaten for breakfast, as a snack, or even as a side dish. These are looking really good. Now our mandazi are ready to fry. I've preheated some oil suitable for deep frying. The oil temperature should be around 215 degrees Celsius, which is very hot. Agitate the mandazi all the time, pouring hot oil over them as you go, and this will cause them to puff up perfectly. They should take around 30 seconds to cook. Be sure to work in small batches and don't overcrowd the oil, because it will be hard to take care of and can drop the temperature of the oil too. Once they are beautifully golden brown, they are ready. If you add too much sugar to the dough, they will brown really quickly, since the sugars will caramelize on the outside. It's for this reason that I like to add less sugar to the dough and then finish them off with a dusting of icing sugar at the end. Now all you need to do is continue to fry all of your mandazi. At the end, I like to check in on how my beans are doing. These have been simmering away for around 15 to 20 minutes and they are so delicious and the whole house smells like coconuts. It's heaven. If you'd like the recipe for this Mandazi zanazi or pigeon peas cooked in coconut milk, then leave me a comment below. I'd love to share some more of my favourite East African dishes with you, so if you have any ideas, then pop them into the comments. And now my breakfast of dreams is ready to serve. I cannot tell you how good this smells and how delicious it is. It's a proper comfort food. Not forgetting that flurry of icing sugar at the end, and this is completely optional. Enjoy your Mandazi with family and friends. They're best eaten whilst catching up over old nostalgic stories. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, Sanjana.Feasts, then please do hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon to be notified as soon as I upload a new recipe. Thanks for watching and see you next time.